The aims of Scientology: a civilization without insanity, without criminals, and without war, where the able can prosper and honest beings can have rights, where man is free to rise to greater heights, are the aims of Scientology. First announced to the interpolated world 15 years ago, these aims are well within the grasp of technology. Non-political in nature, Scientology welcomes any individual of any creed, race, or nation. And for the creed, the definition of this is any system, doctrine, or formula of religious belief. Okay. We seek no revolution. We seek only evolution to higher states of being for the individual, and for society. We are achieving our aims. After endless millennia of ignorance about himself, his mind, and the universe, a breakthrough has been made for man. And the definition of that word I was trying to say, but having trouble saying, means periods of 1,000 years. Other efforts man has made has been surpassed. The combined truth of 50,000 years of thinking men, distilled and amplified by new discoveries about man, have made for this success. We welcome you to Scientology. We only expect of you your help in achieving our aims and helping others. We expect you to be helped. Scientology is the most vital movement on earth today. In the turbulent world, the job is not easy, but then if it were, we wouldn't have been doing it. We respect man and believe he is worthy of help. We respect you and believe you, too, can help. Scientology does not owe its help. We have done nothing to cause us to precipitate, which means act in a manner calculated to reduce the anger or win the favor of another, try to make calm or quiet. Had we done so, we would not now be bright enough to do what we are doing. Man suspects all offers of help. He has often been betrayed, his confidence shattered too frequently. He has given his trust and been betrayed. We may err, for we build a world with broken straws, but we will never betray your faith in us so long as you are one of us. The sun never sets on Scientology. Yeah. Doesn't that sound familiar? The sun never sits down on Britain, or Britain regime, or something like that. Some quote like that. And may a new day dawn for you, for those you love, and for man. Our aims are simple, if great, we will succeed in our succeeding at each new revolution of Earth. Your help is acceptable to us. Our help is yours. It's from L. Ron Hubbard, September 1965. Okay, now, about the author. L. Ron Hubbard is acclaimed by millions as the foremost author of self-betterment books in the world today, primarily because of his writing expresses a first-hand knowledge of the nature of man, a knowledge gained not from standing on the sidelines, but from personally experience every aspect of life. To really know life, you've got to be part of life. Ron said, "You must get down and look. You must get into the nooks and crannies of existence. You have to rub elbows with all kinds of men before you can finally establish what man is." He did exactly that. As a young man traveling the world, he observed firsthand a multitude of cultures and races. He talked and listened to people, all kinds of people, in every imaginable life situation. He never was nor would ever be an ivory tower philosopher. By the time he was 19, he had traveled 250,000 miles, including voyages to China, Japan, and other points in the Orient and South Pacific, and had become intimately familiar with Eastern cultures, beliefs, and philosophies. But he was by no means a stranger to modern Western thought. He studied engineering at George Washington University, and while there attended one of the first American classes ever taught on nuclear physics. Ron's travels, his formal studies, and his own observations convinced him that there were no workable technology of the human mind, and that the mental technologies which had been evolved on this planet were, in fact, barbarism. Determined to remedy this, devoted his life to extensive research into the mysteries of the mind and life itself. His work first came into broad public view in May 1950 with the publication of Dynamics, the Modern Science of Mental Health. This book explored into the world scene and immediately became a bestseller and has continued to be immensely popular with people from all walks of life to this day. The reason is simple. His guiding principle was always workability, and Dynamics works. Ron continued his studies, which led him further and further into the realm of human spirit. Breakthrough after breakthrough followed, each pushing aside previously insurmountable barriers and opening up new vistas of existence. These advances were codified and become the principal tenets of Scientology, a workable way to improve life in this troubled world. In 1956, Ron wrote Scientology, The Fundamentals of Thought, as an introduction to basic Scientology principles for people new to the subject. With the publishing of this book, he made it possible for anyone to gain an extremely useful insight into life and then use that knowledge to better conditions for himself and his friends. Over the next 3 decades of his life, he continued his activities of helping others and developing the route to a higher level of understanding which could be traveled by anyone. His works included an astounding number of books, taped lectures, writings, instructional films, demonstrations, briefings, all delineating Scientology and Dynamics technology and its applications are studied and applied by people on every continent across the world. There are now hundreds of Scientology and Dynamics organizations spanning the globe and millions of individuals using this technology daily to effectively improve their lives. With his discoveries and writings, Ron created and made known the knowledge and technology necessary to change the face of civilization on Earth. As Ron summarizes in this book, with Scientology, man can prevent insanity, criminality, and war. It is for man to use. It is for the betterment of man. The primary race of Earth is not between one nation and another today. The only race that matters is the one being run by Scientology and an atomic bomb. The history of man has, as has been said by well-known authorities, may well depend upon which one wins. With his research fully completed, L. Ron Hubbard departed his body on 24th January 1986, which means he died. Okay, that's just a fancy way of saying he died. He has mapped the route to total freedom and made it available to all. Millions of people all over the world consider they have no truer friend. And that's from the editors. And that's basically the whole book. Thank you for watching from beginning of the videos to end. One big thing I'm not going to read of this is the glossary, index. That's right after all this. It also has books and tapes by L. Ron Hubbard. They have like basic Scientology books, um, past lives, basic dynamics books, um, books on purification programs, advanced Scientology library, books to help you cancel others, classic cassette series, basic executive books, dictionaries, graduate executive books, reference materials, all that, and got this whole thing of like advertisement paper slots, whatever. Um, but yeah, the other day I ended up going to the website Scientology.com or org or whatever it was, and just to see actual books. I mean, actually, it was before I started reading this and everything. And I looked on the website, and for the number of books, it was like basic under $20 or whatever. It was like $201, something like that, and everything. And I was like, okay. But even with individual books, if you get each individual books by itself, it still comes out the same price of the $201 or $200, whatever it is. And like, just if you can get it out at once, okay, fine. If you can't, okay. This comes out the same either which way, which I kind of like. That's a smart move. Okay, if it comes out the same price, okay, people will be satisfied with that. That's the majority of it. But I know there's some people like, but I got it all at once. I should have a bigger discount, like a couple dollars or whatever. Because normally that's what it is, a couple dollars difference of saving and everything. But whatever. I'm actually going to look for other books in my city library. There isn't too many of these books, and honestly, with the whole county library system being connected, I had to get this from another library that's not in my town and everything. And I would think that because my town is so much larger than all the other towns in our county, you'd think some of these books will be in that library, but no. From what I can tell, they're like spread out to the smaller cities, libraries, and all that. But yeah, I'm gonna be reading the other books once I get hands on it. So if you were interested a little bit of what these books said, enjoyed this one, please subscribe, hit the bell button, and all that good stuff. Until next time, peace.